Introduction to Islam. Islam arose from Ishmael's side of the Abrahamic family tree. Basic facts of Islam. Basic tenets include: Islam is monotheistic. Muslims believe in the Prophet Muhammad and one God called Allah. They adhere to the 5 pillars of Islam. The Sunnah guides Muslims' behavior. The Supreme Being is Allah. The sacred text is the Quran. And Islam has 1.5 billion adherents. The Quran. Basic facts. The place of worship is the mosque. The Holy Land is Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Additional pilgrimage sites include the Al-Quds Mount in Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock, and the city of Medina in Saudi Arabia. Islam and the 5 themes. Place. This is the Dome of the Rock. This is the Dome of the Rock and the Western Wall. Beliefs about Allah. Allah is the creator, is merciful, holy, is a source of peace, is mighty and strong, a sustainer and a provider, is all-knowing, all-forgiving, loving. There is no other God. Beliefs about God. Ultimate sin, shirk, to associate other deities with God. God is near. I am indeed close to my people. I listen to the prayer of every supplicant when he calls on me. Let them also listen to my call and believe in me that they may walk in the right way. There are many named prophets in the Quran. They include Adam, Elisha, Job, David, Ezekiel, Jesus, Aaron, Joseph, Abraham, Enoch, Isaac, Ishmael, Lot, Jonah, Zechariah, Moses, Noah, Solomon, Ezra, John the Baptist, and Muhammad. The Quran. The Quran is the final word of God. It is authoritative only in Arabic and is protected from change or corruption. It supersedes previous revelations such as the Old and the New Testaments. It is the only text Muslims turn to today. There are 114 chapters of varying lengths. 5 pillars of Islam. 1. Confession of faith. There is no God but God. Muhammad is the prophet of God. 2. Ritual prayer 5 times a day. 3. Almsgiving, 2.5% of wealth. 4. Fasting. And 5. A Hajj. Fasting during Ramadan. The 9th month on the Islamic calendar, the lunar calendar. Fasting is from sunup to sundown. It is intended to teach patience, modesty, and spirituality, and is ended with the festival of Eid, the festival of breaking the fast. Festival of Eid. This is a picture of a Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca. This is something every Muslim must try to do one time in his or her life. The Hajj. Shed evidence of wealth and poverty. Dress in white. On day 1, pilgrims travel from Mecca to Mina. On day 2, day of Arafat, forgiveness and mercy. Day 3, this includes the throwing of stones at pillars that represent seductions of Satan, the slaughter of animals and giving meat to the poor, 7 turns around the Kaaba, and a trek between 2 small hills to honor Hagars' search for water. What's inside the Kaaba? Inside the Kaaba are 2 pillars, a table on the side to put items like perfume, 2 lantern-type lamps hanging from the ceiling. The space can accommodate about 50 people. There are no electric lights inside. The walls and the floors are of marble. No windows inside, there's only 1 door, and the upper inside walls are covered with a curtain. Muslims believe that the Kaaba was erected by Adam. It was destroyed in the flood, and was rebuilt by Abraham, Ishmael, and Muhammad. Rituals and practice. Ablution. Muslims must cleanse the body before each prayer, starting with the right hand side of the body, in this order: hands, mouth, nose, face, arms to the elbows, head, including ears, feet. Muslims must completely shower after sexual contact and at the end of menstrual period, and then wash as above. Here's a diagram of how to perform ablutions. Branches of Islam. Separate branches emerged over who should lead the faith after the Prophet Muhammad's death. Shia or Shiite Muslims believe that the leadership should stay in Muhammad's family. Today, this is about 10% of Muslims. Sunnis believe the most qualified should be selected to lead, and today this is about 90% of Muslims. This map shows the distribution of Sunni and Shia Muslims. You can see that most of the Shia Muslims live in the area that is now Iran. Diffusion and spread. Historically, Islam spread as it became the official religion of various nations. These nations sometimes conquered other nations, thus causing the faith to spread. It also spread via trade routes. Muslims actively seek converts, and the faith has spread through evangelism. Example of conflict. Though Islam shares some similarities with Christianity and Judaism, monotheistic, origins in the Middle East, God of Abraham, there's been periods of conflict, including the present-day conflict in the Middle East. There's also present-day conflict between the two branches of Islam. How are Judaism, Christianity, and Islam similar? How are they different?